TikTok is taking over the world. I might not can keep up with all of the dances, but I can make a lot of the recipes. Hey y'all, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna be making some recipes that I actually found on TikTok. So the first thing we're gonna make is this ice cream cake. How good does this look? And seriously, so easy. All you need is a box of ice cream sandwiches. I just got a box of 12. So I first laid 6 out on my little cookie sheet. Next, on top of that, you're gonna add some peanut butter ice cream. I found Blue Bunny peanut butter cup ice cream and it was perfect. You're just gonna smooth that all over your ice cream sandwiches, and then we're gonna put another layer of ice cream sandwiches. I think I should have added the hot fudge to the ice cream, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a big pile of goodness in the end anyway. So on top of the ice cream sandwiches, we're also gonna add some whipped topping. Just gonna add that all on top, smooth that out. While I'm adding our whipped topping, I just wanted to take a second to tell you guys this is probably the easiest dessert I've ever made in my entire life, and it was so good. This can definitely feed a huge crowd. It's so rich, you can only eat a tiny slice at a time, and my daughter has already requested this kind of cake for her birthday. Y'all definitely need to try this one. Next, on top of our whipped topping, we're just gonna add some hot fudge. I did warm mine up in the microwave just a little bit. It was not hot, just barely warm enough to where it would kind of spread and drizzle a little bit more easy. Next, you're gonna chop up 10 Reeses Peanut Butter cups and put all that on top of all the layers so far. Next, we're gonna add Reese's Shell. It's the type of chocolate syrup that gets hard when you put it on top of ice cream. Gonna add a whole bunch of that on top, and that's pretty much it. All I did was cover this with plastic wrap, popped it in the freezer, and it was ready to go. We were ready to eat. This was the perfect 4th of July dessert. The next one is actually all over the internet, not just TikTok, and that is smoked queso. Okay, so for my queso recipe, I've decided to just use this mixture of things. You can pretty much use whatever you want to. I don't think you can really go wrong doing this, but these are just kind of things that we had and I thought that we would like. So you gotta have either ground beef or some sausage. So I'm just using Jimmy Dean regular sausage. I'm gonna brown that up first. I'm using 16 ounces of Velveeta. This is just the cream cheese I had. I didn't have any blocks on hand, but it's a brand new package. So I'm gonna use some cream cheese, some Rotel, it's the Aldi brand. I'm also gonna use this Colby and Jack Cheese. Also going to dice up half of an onion. Also have this salsa verde that I got from Walmart the other week, and it's really good. I used it in an enchilada recipe, so I thought some of that would be really good in there. And then also, we love cilantro, so I thought I would add some of that. And then I do have some milk back here. I might add this after it gets going, just if it's too thick, I might add a little bit of milk to it. So we're gonna start with browning up the sausage, and then we'll get everything else in the pan. While I'm adding all those ingredients to my pan, I just wanted to invite you guys who are new to subscribe to my channel. And subscribing, it's free. All you do is hit that subscribe button, and anytime I upload a new video, YouTube will notify you so you don't miss out on any of the fun. So I am going to be cooking our queso on our smoker today, but you could totally do this in an oven or even a crock pot. That would be so easy to throw everything in and then have some yummy queso in just a few hours. And if you're going to bake yours in the oven, I would say do it at like 300 degrees for about, I would check between 30 minutes and an hour, and I'll just keep a stir kind of like I'm doing out here. Also, if you're doing it in the oven or your slow cooker, you could definitely use some liquid smoke to still give it that smoked queso flavor. I think that would still turn out really delicious. You know, anybody can make smoked queso. So if you don't have a smoker, pick yourself up some of this. I get it anywhere, Walmart, any grocery store. It's not very expensive, and it does add a lot of flavor to your recipes. So I smoked my queso for about 2 hours on 225, and once everything started to kind of melt, I just went out there and stirred everything to make sure it was all combined, and I did go out there a couple more times and stirred throughout. This was so good, so creamy, so cheesy. Like I said, you could pretty much add anything to this. You could add beans if you wanted to, all different types of peppers and veggies, whatever you want. This made a ton though. We actually saved a bunch of it for another day. So this would be perfect for a crowd. Next up is something also all over the internet, and that is pancake cereal. Not even a recipe, but I totally had to try it. So I'm just mixing up my pancake mix just like I normally would, and then I'm gonna add it into this little squeeze bottle here. If you don't have one of these, just use a plastic baggie and cut the tip off. And basically you're just gonna make little bitty tiny pancakes. Okay, so what I've seen people do when they make these is just eat it like normal cereal. At this point, you have your little bitty pancakes in your bowl, pour your milk over it, and you're good to go. Self-explanatory. But I just asked the girls which they would prefer. I thought we could either do it like that, or how about some whipped topping on top of these and then drizzle it with a little bit of maple syrup. I thought that sounded even better. So that's the way they're gonna try it right now. What do you think?
They're so good.
You like pancake cereal? Is that something fun and different?
I think it would be good with the milk though too.
Okay. So, on a scale of 1 to 5, what would you give it?
1,000.
So it's really good. All right, there you have it. Next up was my favorite, chili rubbed salmon with avocado salsa. This was by far my favorite dinner of the week. So first we're gonna make the rub, which is brown sugar, salt, pepper, cumin, and chili powder. Just gonna mix that all up together and set that to the side. Next, you're gonna eat your salmon fillets. You're gonna put these on parchment paper. I didn't have any, so I used tinfoil. Anyway, I drizzled those with a little bit of olive oil, and then I generously applied that rub, just kind of gently rubbing everything in. You're gonna bake this in the oven until the internal temperature is about 125. And while that's baking, we're gonna go ahead and start on that avocado salsa. So for the salsa, I'm gonna slice up 1 avocado. I'm gonna do about 1/4 cup of cherry tomatoes. I'm also gonna add in some fresh squeezed lime juice, some salt, pepper, and cilantro. Like I said, this was so delicious. The girl was right who came up with this. This is the perfect summer meal. I served ours with a little bit of brown rice on the side, but you totally don't even need that. This was super filling as it is. Once those salmon fillets are done, you just top it with that salsa and you are good to go. How delicious does that look? All right, Alright y'all, that's going to be it for today's video. I had so much fun in making this video, so make sure you give me a thumbs up and let me know down below if you want me to keep on filming these TikTok recipes. There's so many good cooks and so many good ideas on TikTok, so I can definitely bring you more of these types of videos if you guys want to see that. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you're doing amazing, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye y'all! Sassy,